The Yonkers Film Festival, or Yo-Fi Fest, is a brand new film festival for audiences in Westchester, the Hudson Valley, and for that matter, the entire tri-state area. It is 3 days of pure film. Now, there are more than 70 films that will be screened during the festival, including features, shorts, student work, documentaries, and local films. Saturday and Sunday mornings, they'll have free screenings, workshops for kids, and Dave Steck is the festival's executive director, and he joins us now. Dave, welcome.
Well, thank
you. For a person who's been, for the most part, a lifelong resident of the area, there was the Burns Film Festival, if I could get that out, but not much more. There were little things that would pop up once in a while, but I know from film junkies, they always thought it was an untapped area, both in terms of population, but also talent, both filmmakers, locations, etc. I'm sure people are going to find that if they come to this festival.
I think that's absolutely true. Being a recent transplant from New York City, I was surprised that there weren't more things like this up here. Westchester is great. It is a great place to make movies. It's a great place to see movies, but it's sometimes a difficult place to go find movies to see that aren't your mainstream movies. So when my wife and I would lament the things that we missed most about the city, this was one of them. And we kept saying, somebody should do this. Somebody should have a film festival. Somebody should make it so we can see movies that we can't see on cable TV and that we can't see in the megaplex. Because we like those, but sometimes we want something different. And we realized after a while that that somebody was us. And that's what we set about doing. And to your point, there's a huge amount of talent in Westchester. And they've really rallied behind us and helped make this possible.
I want to play a clip here, and this is from the movie The Mirror. Let's set it up a little bit, what we're about to see here, and then also how I guess in many ways this is kind of what they'd see, not just in this particular film, but in others as well.
Well, The Mirror is the second film by director William Dickerson, who is a former Westchester resident. He's from Yonkers. He now lives in Los Angeles. This is his second feature film. We are very proud to be showing it as the world premiere. It is our opening night film. There'll be some shorts that come before it, but it is our big feature at 8 o'clock Friday night. And it is, I think, really representational of this new style of filmmaking. It has parts that are shot on iPhones, parts that are shot on very sophisticated equipment, parts that are handheld, parts that have all sorts of other techniques involved. And I think it really is an interesting film and shows kind of the new direction that young filmmakers are taking the genre.
Oh, let's play the clip.
Terrific.
You know, if I saw him on the street, I would run the other way. I want to kill him, but I would run the other way.
I don't know about Taylor, man. I think he's getting unhinged.
Really? I mean, how could you not be sympathetic about his story?
And I've heard from people, and you're much closer to it than I am from the industry, that iPhones, speaking of Burns, the actor Burns himself, he shot a whole film on an iPhone. Technology's changing some of the barriers to entry in terms of you need a big distribution behind you, you need money for financing for stuff, but people are getting into movies and shooting them in much different ways, and people, I guess, are going to see that for themselves if they go to the festival, right?
Absolutely. I think that we live in an age when tools are readily available. It used to be that no one could really afford to make a movie except a movie studio, and no one had a place to show it if they were to make it. Now, every phone can shoot a movie, every computer can edit it. YouTube is the world's biggest movie theater. If you have a story to tell, there's really no reason not to go out and do it. And that's what we've tried to encourage our filmmakers who've submitted to us. What we tried to look for when we chose films are great stories that are really well told. And it's amazing with that as a criteria, the breadth of things that are submitted. I mean, there's all kinds of stories.
Yeah.
I was amazed. I was amazed at the number of submissions and the quality of the submissions and the variety of the submissions.
And as you said, it can run the gamut from shorts to docs to movies. And there's one movie, I think it's called That's News to Me, that, subject matter I know a little bit about when it comes to being a broadcaster. And the premise is, I guess, a husband and wife, they share an anchor desk, and they learn quite a bit about each other right at the anchor desk.
They do. It is, you would love this film. It is also part of our Friday night premiere screenings. It's a short film made by a writer named David Simon, who wrote for TV for years and years on some very, very, very big sitcoms. And this is his first foray into directing. And he got a lot of his friends and did an amazing job making a film that has a lot of special effects to it, that is shot all over the world, but he did it on a shoestring, just by calling in favors. And it's terrific.
So people can see not only That's News to Me, Mirrors, but so many other films. And it runs a gamut, as we said, from people who've been in the industry, maybe in different parts of it, some people who've done some other films, to students who are in film school right now trying to get their big break. And there's a little bit of something, I guess, for everybody at this.
There really is. We have a huge amount of programming. We're showing movies all day, every day in 2 theaters. We also have almost like a mini film school where we're going to run 6 workshops talking about all different parts of the film business. Everything from how do you get permits, why do you need insurance, what does a payroll company do, how do you get locations, what's it like to produce a film, what's it like to join the business, how do you get in as a production assistant, why is location management important, screenwriting. We have all kinds of seminars that are going to go on. So I think that really is something for everybody.
And it's easy to get to. I mean, you guys chose this for a reason. People can come either from north or south here, and you don't have to dig too deep in the pocket.
It is simple. It is 21 minutes out of Grand Central. It is easily, you can get there from Jersey, just come right across the George Washington Bridge and head north. You can get there from anywhere in Westchester. From New York City, you can swipe your Metro card and come up, take the subway, then hop on the Beeline bus. There really is no excuse not to come. And there's parking.
And remind everybody when it starts. It's over 3 days. When can they come?
We start Friday night at 6 p.m. is a reception, 7 p.m. the short start, 8 p.m. is the feature film, and there's an after party every night.
Very nice.
Saturday and Sunday, it's all day. In the morning, starting at 10 a.m., Jacob Burns Film Center is sponsoring some workshops for the kids that are free. The programs for older people start at about 12:30, and it runs the whole day, Saturday and Sunday.
And with a rainy weekend, you might get lucky here.
Absolutely. Not in the theater, it's always nice.
All right. And again here, the stars, not just in the screen, but Westchester itself. You see it from some of the locations and a lot of the people involved in all the films. Dave, I appreciate it, and I wish you the best of luck. I think it's a great project.
Appreciate it.
We're going to be right back on RFL right after this.